That was all you, boo. We're warming it up today. Let's go. Episode 49.
Just for a days, I'm on a time of kings and queens who visit all the islands and saw everything. How would they feel about the changes of our land? Why couldn't you just imagine if they were around and it's our concrete jungle and highways on sacred ground? How would they feel about the disrespect of ancient lands? Wanna now, tears will come from each other's eyes, and they will stop to realize that's how the people are in great danger now. Whoa, tell me what would they say? How would they feel when the smiles be content for the crime, for the pains that they have seen? Now cry for our God, cry for our people, cry for our lands that was taken away, and then yet you find hope in it. Oh yeah, wow, K.O. Kayana, Kopono, wow, K.O. Kayana, Kopono, wow, K.O. Kayana, Kopono, I wanna now, all of the fighting, Kamehameha done to conquer all the islands of this condominiums. How would you feel about the changes of our land? Why would you just imagine if he came back and I saw traffic lights and the railroad tracks? How would you feel about the disrespect of ancient land? Wanna now, tears will come from
There's some bass in your ear, like,
and they will stop to realize that's how the
Doggy now.
people are in great danger now. Whoa, tell me what would they say? How would he feel? Would his smiles be content with the crime, with the pain that he has seen? Now cry for our God, cry for our people, cry for our lands that was taken away. And then yet you find hope in it. Oh yeah. Oh, K.O. Kayana, Kopono, K.O. Kayana, Kopono, K.O. Kayana, Kopono, K.O. Kayana,
Aloha ka'ako. October 24th, 2020, episode 49, Darkside of Hawaiian Politics. Aloha ka'ako. Haleo ke ave, maui nui a kama, moloka ia hina, oahu kaku i hewa, ma no kalani po. Aloha kaiaka, let's go. Today's weather, moko ke ave, highs today north, 84, low 79. Your east, highs 83, lows 78. And down at your south, highs 87, lows 80. And out your west, peaks out 96 high and 83 low. For your Nalu, Moko Keave, 1 to 2, north facing shores. Out east, we have a 1 to 2. Our south, 0 to 1. And our west facing shores, 1 occasional 2. Be safe, practice social distancing. Olelo no eao, kapaole, let's go.
Got that wave on it. Aloha kahiaka e ko Hawaii pai aina. Welcome to another episode of the Dark Side of Hawaiian Politics. Before we get to the Olelo No'eau, actually, we want to remind everybody about what day today is. Ola 46,667. Yeah, so 46,667 days since the usurpers overthrew our constitutional monarchy, right? Since the illegal overthrow. And in other words, 127 years, 9 months, and 1 week now, or 1,533 months and 1 week. And then that auspicious number that we brought up last week, right? 6,667 weeks of injustice. Yeah, so La 46,667.
The countdown.
Woo! It just keeps piling up, just like the debt of the U.S. Inc. and all of its collaborators, right? Over 26 trillion in debt at this point. So this is the switch up the mood a little bit and
So let's
and
get
give them some ike straight from Pukui, something to chew on
Straight
for
from
this
Pukui.
morning.
Olelo No'eau.
So Olelo No'eau for today, number 135 in
135.
our Puke Olelo No'eau.
Here it is.
Aohe nalo ka iwi o ke ali'i ino. O ko ke ali'i mai ka'i ke nalo. So the bones of an evil chief will not be concealed, but the bones of a good chief will. And sort of the counter in there, as we see, when the evil chief died, the people did not take the trouble to conceal the bones. Or
Yes.
malama the iwi, and care for them, inter them, guard them, and put them where they can be with our ancestors and go to the next vow. So yeah, aohe nalo ka iwi o ke ali'i ino, o ke ali'i mai ka'i ke nalo. And you know, right now, with everything happening across the Pai'aina, with the spotlight now on Kaua'ula Valley, Lahaina, out in Maui, and the great, well, the revelation of just the other day, right, that iwi kupuna were in fact found. And
We'll get into that.
we're gonna get into that later today, but you know, a little foreshadowing for the program today. Aohe nalo ka iwi o ke ali'i ino, ke ali'i mai ka'i ke nalo. So mahalo to all those ohana out there, caring for their iwi kupuna, caring for the bones of our ali'i, and keeping them pa'a, yeah. Because in this day and age with overdevelopment, rampant capitalism, extractive capitalism, our iwi kupuna and the places that they have been concealed are being dug up, are being desecrated, are being streamlined with this kind of foreign invasiveness. And so all of you kia'i out there, all of you kanaka, all you ohana, holding strong and taking care of the iwi, making sure they're concealed, making sure that when they are and they do come back out, that we malama them too, and we gather the ohana to do that. Mahalo nui to you folks. You guys set the tone for us this morning.
Yes, let's get it.
Let's get it, baby.
Let's get it, Kapole. So, without fucking hesitation, this morning, chopping block, first one up for the chopping block.
Check it out,
We
check it out.
got our
Props today. Oh,
civil beat, no rest for the homeless.
no rest.
So, no rest for the homeless is a theme that the state of Hawaii continues to, I guess, support and actually influence.
Right.
The Kanawai Mamalohoa allows our kupuna, allows our keiki, allows many of our general Hawaiian public community the rights, the inalienable rights that no kimchi or David Ige and the shit show can take away. Regardless of the incomes and the destitutes that our people struggle against, this should not be one. And we, as a community, when we see that you're basically going to be banned from sitting anywhere on the sidewalks, Kako, what is your solution to such audacity to the host culture? Kapole, give it to me. Give it to me.
Well, I don't know if I got a, a
This-
Kalila stick or a pipe wrench, because Honolulu get all kind all kind doo-doo flowing out of the Alawai right now.
Well,
Why is Honolulu always bringing out the very worst in the fake state of Hawaii, right? So first of all, don't Honolulu Hawaii. Don't follow
Honolulu,
suit
Hawaii.
with the fraud of Honolulu and the city and county, right? Or whatever it is that they call themselves over there. The dump, right? The Honolulu dump over there. You know, and so no rest for the homeless is, you know, no rest
for the Hawaiians.
for Kanaka.
Yeah.
Right, period. So another, what day was it? 46,667 of this. So now you guys are trying to create policy and reform policy to reflect, you know, just the type of values that you guys have, right? Nobody can sit and lie. No homelessness. And what do you do with it? Sweep it under the rug, throw it in the cracks, dump it in the Alawai Canal. You know what I mean? Look at this picture right here. This tells a story
Tells
right
a discriminating
in and of itself.
story.
Look at these Kanaka on the beach. Look, I see a lot of brown-skinned Kanakas, and one of them is giving them the ticket right there, yeah? So, you know, I gotta smash Honolulu County.
Give him the Koila.
And Kobayashi and all these old auntie and uncle network, corrupt, freaking Americanized jerks.
Right.
You guys need to get out of here with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You guys need to find some real solutions for our community, especially during a pandemic. And criminalizing homeless people without having any solutions for Kanaka and for anybody else is criminal. That's the real criminal. The
That's
one
the
sitting
real
in
criminal.
the Honolulu Council trying to pass sit-lie bans. Quit sitting on your okole and lying about all the bullshit you guys are doing.
Woo. Okay, man.
Work me out,
Next up
baby.
on the chopping block
Gotta
for
drink
this
some agua
week.
for this one.
Yes, we got to, because you know, it seems that everybody seems to forget that the renters are not just the victims of these issues, right? These things, right? These things that we're going to talk about, renters in Hawaii are struggling, so are their landlords. Basically, these issues of renters having problems paying forth one of the highest expenses in the States.
Rent.
For cost of living, yeah?
God.
So cost of living in Hawaii is so astronomically blown out of proportion that we turn and we say victims of, you know, Hawaiians who have to work 3 to 4 jobs, single parents, some kikis living with their kupuna. These things really causes a problem within our society. And with that being said, I don't really feel bad for these colonizers who invest millions to try and extort hundreds of thousands from our families when they know that the government, the state of Hawaii, state of Heva, has the largest sums of commercial properties that are leased and the largest, I guess you would say, parcels available that they lease out. And so why are we worrying about how can we make rent? The state owes the Hawaiians land. Never mind renting.
More than land, too.
Yeah, more than land for the injustice,
And
for
the
all of the,
injury.
and the injury and the economic despairs. We shouldn't be talking about renting, yeah? We should be talking about the injustice and the reparations that must take place so we don't have this poor renters, poor landlord stories. Homework, you know, give me the Kuila. Give me the Kuila.
Well, when you look at all the politicians
Kuila.
being into real
Kuila.
estate and having their own
Kuila.
scams, you know, that they rent out parcels or they license being able to rent out subdivisions or high rises
State
or
of
whatever
Hawaii.
have you, right? Like these guys are all in collusion, right? What's that collusion at? You know, collaborating on making the rest of us struggle to deal with it, to pay rent, right? They don't even own the land. They don't even own the real property. They don't even have jurisdiction or the right to do these things. And yet they're sucking us dry with how they flip and finagle these resources, right, in this system. So, yeah, it was only a matter of time before the renters were going to start to feel it in Honolulu, right, during this pandemic, where the landlords are going to start to feel it, right? But if you're not going to deal with the crux of the issue, the root cause of this issue, which is the illegal prolonged
Yes.
occupation and the lack of title that a lot of this fake state likes to benefit from, right?
lack of
Without
title.
the fiduciary obligation that they're fulfilling for the people and the public, right? So it's
There
a
it
shit
is.
show. The
It's a
state
shit
of Hawaii
show.
is a shit show, and the only ones making out good right now are the ones with the suit and tie in Honolulu, right? Telling you not can sit in line over here, and oh, by the way, you gotta get one. Can you show this one real quick? This was a headline today, right? To reclaim ancestral lands and Native Hawaiians. Oh, all Native Hawaiians need is 300,000 mortgage and to wait in line for decades. Yep.
300 laulaus?
That's what I mean. That's the formula for the fake state. That's the formula for the US Inc. That's the formula for the occupying government to extort us to live here and struggle trying to keep up with their bull crap.
Oh, look at that. Look at that, Kako.
Smash.
Just take a look at that right there. Just look at that. To reclaim your identity, all you gotta do is buy 300 pateles.
All you need
300,000?
is 300 bones.
300,000 pateles, and you can get back home.
300,000 pateles.
300,000 pateles, Kako.
300,000 pateles.
And
lau
you may
laus,
go home.
And you may wait in line to get back a sniff
Yeah.
of what your kupuna might have sniffed.
That is critical, Kako.
Woo!
With that being
Sniff
said,
it, baby. Sniff it.
with
You
that
smell
being said,
You
we
smell me?
gotta
You
smash
smell me, guys. You smell
and
me.
move on with these issues. Because next up, you know, so the OHA puts out a snippet for us, Kako, that we can
The
go.
snippet.
We can go out. Is it this the snippet? Is this the snippet?
No,
No,
wrong
color
one.
mine. Not this snippet.
Wrong
We
one,
got
buddy.
this snippet.
There we go.
This snippet, Kako. So Machado
Chop
and,
it up. Chop it
and
up.
Alapa at OHA seems to have different thoughts of self-governance with Hawaiian community and Hawaiian politics.
There we go. Throw this on ice.
So
Getting
when
worked up.
we see, the Office of Hawaiians Affairs continue to have this internal mechanism, this all would have been solved, Kapo'ole, if they just would allow the letter to go to Secretary Kerry, the State Department. When Kamana'opono sent out the letter, Machado Chickens decided to repeal the letter with a bunch of other co-conspirators.
Right.
So with that being said, I don't have pity on these people that play American politics. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
There it is.
And this is the game that I chose not to play because you see many victims that are getting smashed, basically. And this is no concern of to the general public. These are Native Hawaiian issues. These are Native Hawaiian funds. And yes, some people lie on their birth certificates and put Native Hawaiian to get funding, but that doesn't mean that they get the koko. And these knuckleheads, always depending on sucking off of the federal nipples instead of being bold and courageous and being independent, just like our kupuna did. I continue to smash on these kind of conversations because it's unlikely people who are dinosaurs that continue to sit in these positions ever going to change our lives. So, Kako, get up and change your life. Smash on these cockroaches who don't want to give us the self-determination keys to our hale.
Right, so Molokai, these are the two faces for your American races.
Oh, two faces for the
you know.
American races.
Wear your mask and pick your poison, I guess.
Pick your poison.
But for me, like, really, I just want to take this time to, to really point out the dysfunction and the fraud that is these kind of fake state elections.
Yes.
And these kind of proxy type of, consent building initiatives to really just tighten the chains around us tighter and tighter and give us worse and worse options. From the top down, from the top of the cat in the hat all the way down, right? You're looking at Donald Trump and Joe Biden, right? Yeah. And so Molokai, you're looking at Alapa
do we just
and
go there?
Machado, right? And Honolulu, you're looking at Amemiya and
Trump and
Blangiardi, right? So I mean, but don't pick Doo-Doo and Dum Dum, right? Pick the Hawaiian Kingdom. use your mana to actually organize your communities.
Get
to-
your
to
affidavit
grow
correct.
food and vote with your hands. Vote with your OO bar. Like
Ooh.
actually put your energy into creating a system and to implementing the system of our own self-determination. And that is not giving our vote away to crisis actors at every turn. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
please.
get that Olympics ready this week. As we
Good
take
luck,
a
guys.
break,
Good luck over there with
we're
your
gonna get a
choices.
break and we're gonna get
Good
into our
luck with your choices.
COVID-19 freakout. We only got 2 this week, but Kako, this is definitely what we should be
freakout.
talking about this in the freakout.
Here we go.
So we got this issue, right? This issue of, you heard it, herd immunity.
Heard about it.
Just like the pee-pee, just like the ones on Mauna Kea and all over. At least Mauna Kea eat grass. You know, the ones up in California eats corn. They stay in the GMO corn. So, Kako, they're thinking of you as herd immunity. You heard of the chicken pox back in the day. You get one chicken pox. We have a chicken pox party, right? Everybody has a chicken pox party. This is a similar concept that these colonizers think that they want to do with the COVID-19. So I know that, you know, Ige, right? Hige, Mary Kim, yeah, all Mary Kim guys, they're for this sterilization. And so with that being said, homework. Cannot allow these guys to treat me like a pee-pee. They eradicate Mauna Kea
You ready for
anytime.
your shot, boy? You ready for your shot? We just put you all in the same corral right here, and we bang you all one time, right? One big shot.
With that being said, I gotta give this a smash. I don't know about this herd immunity thing, you know. I'm thinking about herd immunity, I'm thinking about PP, I'm thinking about all this GMO stuff. You know, it just doesn't fit sense with me. Homework,
Right.
wrap it up, man. What you think
gosh.
about the freak out, herd immunity?
Herd immunity.
Stick it in the
Shucks.
butt cheek?
I
Which
mean,
way we
don't
going?
wait for the government to decide for you, Kanaka. That's what I mean. We have to be the government ourselves. We have to govern our own decisions and issues and health. And right now, with so much propaganda by Americans, by Western capitalists, you know, you really got to take a look at what's happening in your pasture, right? And not try to take the feed, the GMO feed, to go down into the fake state of Hawaii's pasture, because I think they get some poison, right, set up for us, just like they did with our ali'is, just like they did with our ohanas over the years. So watch out. Be very mindful of what you're getting yourself into and what
Yes.
you're contracting yourself to, because the fake state of Hawaii and all of its different affiliates, do they really have your best interests?
Yeah.
I mean, how they're taking care of this state and their jobs, it says enough, right? So take the power that you have in your hand, boost your own immunity,
Yes.
get ready, get your plant medicines ready, because these buggers is going to try to shoot you with the freaking injector.
Oh, so Kako, there you have it.
Turkey baster.
Turkey basta. We don't want no turkey basta here. This is only la
No
kuokoa
turkeys.
over here.
It's
La
only
hoi hoi
io.
la kuokoa.
We only got Io and Pueo and Eva.
Next
no
up,
turkey.
next up for the chopping block, we got one and only our favorite
Oh,
topic.
here we go. The one that
This is a
started it all
favorite topic.
off, right? The guys who started it all off, the Fair American and the cruise ship.
We need to.
They came through and brought COVID the first round. Yeah. So
This is what we're gonna do.
what's the update on the cruise ships over here? What we
So cruise ship. Yeah, no cruise ship proposal for 2020. I think we have a better conclusion on Moko Keave. No cruise ship until the mask is not required. Because you guys seem to run your testing down our homestead, our most fragile, our most Hawaiian density population. And you guys do your testing there to bring COVID. You guys allow the gyms to be open when COVID shuts down Waikea, Uka, and other rich communities. You guys continue to do these things as if we're going to allow it. Well, this year, this campaign, I can tell you straight, Mary Kim, that we are going to stop every cruise ship that's going to continue, if you're going to continue down this path. And that's what I got to say to Mary Kim. We're going to get you when it's time. And that's all we're going to have to do, because I don't think these cruise ships
What you think? We're gonna have to do the airport runway down at the cruise ship, right, on Hawaiian homelands. By the way, crowning government lands of the Hawaiian Kingdom.
I think it showed itself the first round.
Are we gonna have to push for the new reform on these issues, like during this pandemic, during this emergency?
Yes.
Right?
And so with that being said, homework, I cannot say anything more, but smashing on the tourists coming through. But the solution is, you're gonna meet us at the front gate.
Right.
You're gonna meet us at the front gate. If you guys continue to influx the high numbers, like how Oahu is flooding in thousands in a day, maybe they get it, maybe they don't. Maybe they use the mask, maybe they follow rules. You guys can do that in Honolulu.
I like that.
Not
I
up here.
like that vote right there.
Yeah.
All the cruise ships 2020. That's a good vote. I think I can vote again for that one in 2021,
We have to.
2022, 2023, 2024. Right. Let's make it a 4-year head of state executive decision. All the cruise ships 2020.
Yes.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah.
Set the campaign.
There we go. Next one is all the impact 2022, right?
Holiday impact.
And all the new leases for all of these clown wells. Anyway, let's get to the next.
So let's get back on track.
Get to the other side of the chopping block.
Getting back to the other side, the back half of the chopping
Redfish,
block.
Whitefish.
So this week, Kako, we need you guys to tune in to what we've been hyping up for the last month or so. Corruption, crime, and the pursuit of power in the Aloha state. I wonder who they could be talking about this week, I believe.
29th.
The 29th.
Coming up.
The 29th. Ian Lind, and other great reporters
and journalists.
Journalists who've been here
up.
for quite some time, decades or not, longer.
Some of them, yeah.
Some of them are familiar with the broken trust. Some of them have even done interviews on part of those things. But this coming episodes, I believe, should shake the tree.
Should be good.
Should
right?
be good.
Should be good. We heard it. Should be good.
We should be good because these corruption stories, just like the Kealohas and all these issues that are taking place right now, this will paint a better picture of how far this web goes. Yeah, people think it's a new trend where it's a few people pulling a few strings when it's actually quite a big shit show circus, and the conductor is a dung beetle. And these immigrants continue to use the corruption, use their political ties. Let's be honest. These are political people. Don't be surprised when it comes to this week. And I got to give it the pass this week because I'm really inspired to go and learn a little bit more of these independent journalisms that gathered these datas. I'm pretty sure that you heard fractions of it. But I think we're going to be hearing a little bit more in detail and names.
I think, Ian Lin, Nick Gruby,
Yeah.
a couple other journalists, with the Civil Beat and with different, I guess, media outlets. And I mean, the main thing is that it's going to be almost like an expose, it looks like,
It's an
on
expose,
crime and
yeah.
corruption in the state of Hawaii. And these guys have been doing their homework for a long time.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping they get plenty juicy morsels for us for poo-poo on a little bit.
Yes.
As we drink the bitter waters of the fake state and the fake state of Heva.
Yep.
So I think, what is that?
Tune in.
That's on the 29th at 2 p.m. So,
Yep.
Instead of maybe one of those fluffy, Hawaiian cupcake shows, you tune into one of these and get the lowdown. Or not.
Here you go, Kako. So the next run, up to gun, is the BOR. I didn't know this, Kako. I didn't know
We got
that it was that easy to put in a
BOR.
Hawaiian name to get the multi-million-dollar job.
you recruiting?
Can we do that?
Are we recruiting for the BOR?
I don't even know. The board of retardeds. I mean, what I mean. I'm trying to figure out what's going on over here because it sounds like you put in an application, they look at you and they say, hey, you can have the $100,000 salary. I mean, it kind of blows my mind that only now that people are all of a sudden like, this is the job now. You know what I mean? Like, this is the job, this is the opportunity, and it really just takes your name. Never mind if you don't have political ties or money, or you don't come from a privileged Hawaiian family or a foreign family.
None of those things matter. They're just giving you a fair shot.
This is equal opportunity,
This
guys.
is equal opportunities? Oh, are you kidding me?
Call for nomination,
Wow.
Kako. So if you had the call to protect the Mauna, then the Board of Regent has a note slip for you.
Right.
You know, because this
Got a
is
seat for you.
we gotta promote it when we can. So
Yeah.
without that being said, I can't wait to see the collusion.
Right.
I can't
See
I
who
can't
actually
wait to
gets
see the
picked,
collusion of how they say, come one, come all, but Isla's gonna get the job before it hits the
right,
market.
exactly.
You know?
The fair fucking stuff.
So, what about you, man? What about you with this BOR? What you think about this homework? You gonna what? Can we put, some people in on this? Do you feel like this is a roll dice? Does it feel like it's a
You are. Well, good luck, guys. I'm not gonna say anything other than
Okay.
you're being solicited. So, answer the call here, sign up. Maybe you'll get in. I
solicited.
do hope some solid Kanaka get picked. But you know what? No can hold my breath on that bugger. Gotta be Makau.
I hear you.
Gotta be Makau. So maybe actually we want to
hear
hear
you.
from our community out there.
Yeah, no.
Maybe there's a good candidate out there that we're overlooking or we're not talking
this
about.
is no.
So-
Turn that board of retards. Yeah, turn that board of retards into the right people. And if there is that Hawaiian out there, Kane or Wahine, we're not looking at just sexism, yeah? Whoever Hawaiian that has the knowledge, that has the passion, yeah?
We need fresh blood. That's
we need
for
the
sure.
fresh blood.
We
So
need
if
fresh blood.
Wahine,
over there.
Kane, whoever it is, step up.
Right.
Homework,
Good luck.
good luck. That's what he likes to tell everybody, good luck. Get your old bar, good luck.
Anyone playing in the American game.
So last one up,
Uh,
of course, we never chop it up at the last one. We always
What we
give mahalo on our last block. And what of course it is
ending off with a bang. Here we go.
end it off with a bang. So this is what we want to do. We want to give our aloha out to the ohana out in
Kauaula.
Kauaula.
Yep.
Yeah, protect Kuleana lands. I can't say enough about the families who are doing what they do, and I was going over it with homework. The Olelo no Eao should be protect your EVs until you die. That's what should be. Shouldn't be this. Oh, we figure it out when we get home, or we figure it out when people gives us access. This is the true peak of one's life cycle, is to serve those who served prior, and gives me chicken skin every time I look at these manawahine, these kupuna, these makuas, these hoalohas, all of these and all of the above. One day we will be faced with the same issues. And one day, hopefully, we can find the courage, the necessary fight within us to do these things. It's not an easy task, and that's not what we promote. We promote the right path. Even though the road is bumpy, the odds are stacked up against you, your EVs, it draws a really clear picture of what life is meant to be. And so with that being said, homework, mahalo.
Iwi kupuna, right? Mahalo to the
Mahalo.
to the ohana out there. Kauaula, na kia'i kauaula, pu'u honua or kauaula coming up, and all the different the content that they're putting out there, but just the work, the vigilance that they're taking for their aina, for their kulaivi.
Yeah.
Right? You look at that word kulaivi. This is where our ancestors dwelt. This is where their bones lie. This is our foundation. Is this aina, our kulaivi, the kanaka oivi, the kanaka maoli, o ko Hawaii pai aina. So when you look at the heroes who are doing the work, who are laying their life on the line, who are making the transformation for us happen as Kanaka in occupied Kingdom of Hawaiian Islands, on our ancestral lands, on our Kuleana lands, with our ohana, with our relations, standing for what is pono, and protecting the ones who got us here, protecting our iwi kupuna, right? There's no sweeter melody to hear the nahe nahe, than what we're hearing coming out of Kauaula, Lahaina, and Maui. And so I really want to take this time to remind everyone of how these pandemics and these moments of chaos, these moments of really like hardship for our communities, for our lahui, for the world, like with TMT, right? Like with the DOI hearings, right? Like with all these FedRec pimps, right? Like all these opportunities, right? All these problems are actually opportunities for us to change, to make the kupa'a change, to be the aloha aina oia i'o that our aina and our lahui is waiting for, right? And that the future is relying on in order to have the resources to continue to be Hawaiian in Hawaii. So mahalo again,
Yep.
Kauaula. We tip our cap to you folks. And you see the ki'iakua up there too. You already know they rolling with the right squad.
And
right?
with that being
that's the
said,
right squad. That's my team right there.
And with that being said,
Vote for
continue
Kauaula. Vote
continue
Kauaula
to
2020.
I like that hashtag overthrow TMKs, but I also like the assertiveness actions
Like that one.
to go email Dan Machado, Kiali'i Fliakina, tell these knuckleheads to protect Kuleana lands. Demand them to protect Kuleana lands. Don't settle for less from these people who continually supposed to be serving the community and our interests. Demand the respect. Take the respect. Don't get trampled on. Just like what they're showing in Kauaula, step up. Protected Kuleana lands. The rest is taken care of. Homework. Mahalo to the families.
Right.
Kauaula.
Like the Olelo No'ea.
Olelo No'ea.
Day, right? A ohe nalo ka iwi o ke ali'i ino. O ko ke ali'i mai ka'i e nalo, right? So mahalo to the good chiefs out there on Maui, making sure that we can protect and preserve our iwi kupuna and our kuleana. Yeah, we right behind you guys. You guys is the maka o ka ihe, and we stay sharpening the other tips right behind you guys. Mahalo nui ya uko.
Yes. And so, Kako, before we wrap it up,
What we got?
the
What
chopping
we
block,
got?
the
What
constitutional
we got?
oath breaker of the week.
Breaker of the week.
Constitutional oath breaker of the week, Kako,
We got-
goes to who you
We
got.
Old breaking.
So it has to go out to the state of Hawaii and the shit show. The sit and lay is in direct conflict with the Kanawai Mamalahoa. And these punishments are for death sentences. So if there's somebody on the chopping block this week, it's the violator of the Kanawai Mamalahoa, the continuous shit show dung beetle Ige, that he continues to put himself on the death block.
Going with the cat in the hat. I'm cool with that. But I'm gonna take one of the hats off of him today and go after Shipdi and the DLNR arms of the fake state of Hawaii, and how they like to pick and choose what issues to get attention, which vahipana tu malama, which resources of our mauna they want to extract and develop and pimp out, and which iwi kupuna actually that they're gonna malama and do the due diligence with. So I gotta call out the fake state collaborators in the alphabet soup gang, DLNR, Shipti, and the ones who are complicit in not doing their job when the time is of the essence. Yeah, you guys need to step up. We know a lot of good people are in the system who are working in there for great reasons, and we need them to step up now more than ever. So blow the whistle if you're in there and you see somebody moving the paperwork to the other side and taking the poetry for themselves and handing out the contract to each other, Anyway,
With that,
same old state of Hawaii corruption.
So
You know
the
how
state
we
of
do it.
corruption, right?
Yeah.
So next up, we got a rapid aloha, and a rapid aloha.
What we got, baby?
We go to first one up as always.
Oh, our sponsor,
Our
the
sponsor.
best fish in town.
Yep,
For
bite
you
the eye.
Kanakas, whether you
Check it
gold,
out.
red, or brown,
Check it out. Bite the eye.
bite it. Don't fight it.
Bite it. Don't fight it. If you're missing an eye, it's okay. We miss an eye every week. And so,
yeah.
mahalo again to Cousin, supporting the community, keeping us always aipono, catching the local fresh. Better than KTA, better than Suisan, because the Hawaiian man is giving it to you. Who you got? Who you got this week?
Oh, who we got?
The Olympics this week. Do you have any Olympics? What is the dates and
Olympics
times?
every week. Like I said, vote with your OO. Yeah, don't follow the Americans into their pasture. It's a trap. They're giving you poison. So, just stay vigilant. This week, there's a lot of action. So I'm going to make a quick shout out to the OHA meeting this Tuesday, 5:30 p.m. All these things is virtual meetings now. So you don't really got to feel all that energy when you enter the room and the OHA candidates are tucking their tail and looking the other way and running to the bathroom and hitting executive session or whatever when you come out with your fire. So you can just do it online now, 5:30 Tuesday. It's easy for them to mitigate the situation now. So make sure you guys check that out. That's a face that I don't see on Hawaii Island too often right there. It's good to see him on a flyer.
Right here.
What we got?
Break Cover Roots. Check them out. Open Kona. Check out their
Yes.
times to pick up.
Kanaka
They got
Kava.
the express to pick up your bags when you need them. If you need to go home and squeeze your own and you're on that time constraint, you know what to do. Pick up your fresh
It's limited batch.
pu'uala, limited batches,
Limited batch,
kako.
that's all we got, right?
The Hamakua Gold, and you gotta also check out the extract.
That one is the fire.
This is
There we
actually
go.
good, kako. Sometimes you can't make it to the dental extortion. Drop this on the gums.
Sometimes you get
And this bugger handle.
You get the fire when you're driving around with the road rage. Douse them out a little bit.
This is what you do.
Aloha,
You gotta
help you
heal
out.
yourself. So go ahead, check them out. Check them out,
Yeah,
kako.
check us out. But also, like I was saying, there's a couple action items we gotta get to here. This one just came out about the Hoku Ke'a telescope at Halepohaku that they're streamlining.
Streamliners.
I guess the deadline to comment is coming up on the 26th. So provide your comment. Check out the different organizations. You can see the mark of the beast here. So follow the signs and submit your testimony, right? And definitely we have to oppose this kind of streamlined development on Mauna Kea. Yeah, they're trying to move from 13,000 feet down to 9,000 feet, and they already did it. They already made the whole spot over there ready for this development. So we gotta really be mindful. What are we stopping? What are we allowing to slide? Yeah, but here's a chance for give them,
Kako.
Kanax, give them.
And that is what we have for this week. Mahalo, October 24th, episode 49, Darkside of Hawaiian Politics.
Shout out to the 49ers out there, all the Hawaiians who never qualify for the fake state shenanigans.
Kako. Thank you. Mahalo nui, lahui. To the next week.
Next week
If you guys got anything, post it. Let them out.
we'll have some community issues next week.
Next
right?
week.
Moku o Keawe iwi kupuna issues. So maybe if you guys are working on your issues out there on the outer
We
islands,
can connect them.
reach out. We stay connected and we keep banging on, right?
Mahalo,
how we do
Kako.
it.
To the next round.
Show them what it looks like, right there.
Cool. Aloha, Aina.
That's the colors. That's the team colors right there. On the color. Love you guys. Hey, mahalo for putting up with us. Ragtag Connects. We ready. Be ready, Kanaka. Make strong. Ko Hawaii Pai Aina needs strong backs. We need our land back, baby. So make your land back.
Oh,
Kua Aina.
cool, Aina.